As I'm skirting along the edge with these little side shoots going off here and there, I'm looking at this hillside and thinking, does the trail go up in that hillside? I don't think it does. I think it's too steep. I think the trail goes a little farther down the mountain and then goes up at another spot farther down, and it meanders as it goes, and it goes up a long ways and then comes back towards a peak. But our peak is actually up that direction, so I'm kind of curious. I don't think the trail goes up through here. There are too many trees down, and it looks too treacherous for that. Mudslide, no thank you. I've broken my ankle before, and I know better than to experiment with going off trail without the wrong gear, without the wrong gear, without the right gear. And I like to be safe. Calculated risk is nice every once in a while, but I prefer to be safe. I prefer to follow the laws of nature. Well, I like some of the bumper stickers that are out there that I have to say. The grass, something about the grass grows last when a city comes down, and pavement and all that. And the grass grows up through the cracks. Grassroots has so many connotations. Really, one of my pushes in life is to really get people back to nature in a way that we work with it and we honor it for all its good properties and all the good things that it does. And wild foraging is up my alley in a big way, and giving gratitude for this planet and coming back to nature, because this is where we all came from in the beginning. That is quite the ravine. It looks like it's probably a stream bed. I'm curious. I don't think there's trail in there. That would be essentially wrong, but that's a really interesting carving into the hillside, and it makes me think of other carved channels like that, canals, and not so human made, but nature following this sort of road map from the peak downward as things erode and corrode and fall apart. And the eastern mountains are great examples of how all of that happened. And I have a keen interest in following these kind of cracks up in things because of caves. And I'm also, I would say I'm a novice caver. Wait, is it novice or beginner? I'm more of a beginner. But I've been at it for 40 years. I know a bunch of caves in the Northeast, and if you want to hire me to lead a trip, I'm open to that for a fee. We start at $450 for a day. Anyway, this is an interesting ravine. It's really cleft down in there, and there's a lot of bedrock down below it. It's beautiful. Beautiful little valley. I don't know where Luna's gotten to, or where she's going, but and then down below it's more like rocky, and it probably drops into a low spot, a sump of some sort, swampy area. There's supposedly another trailhead that direction. We'll see how far we go. I hope you have a wonderful day. This is a good piece on geology, on contours of a mountain, basic hiking. What else do we get into? I can't remember. That's the thing with talking to a camera. I forget what I say until get it out onto the upload, and then I have to go back and edit because I didn't stick to my subject matter. But if you're still listening, you probably love listening to my rambling anyway, and you're probably more enjoying the scenery. Oh, look at this. There are other pieces around here too. There's a lot of basalt and stuff, but this is quartz, and in the quartz I see little bits of shale, a little bit of schist in there, a little bit of iron. It's sort of typical of the valley. But when quartz comes up, when we see a chunk of quartz, there's some interesting stuff going on. And this is part of the conglomerate of what is all over the valley in the sandstone mix of the edge of the Lake Hitchcock, which is what the whole Pioneer Valley is. I'm not going that way, I'm going this way. Come on, Bubba. She always thinks she's gonna lead the trail. Not today, doggy. And it's windy, and the wind is just enough. I almost want a shell or a light jacket. It's gonna drop down cold tonight. Clear and cold, that's what they say. It's clear. It was getting there. Earlier today was pretty clouded over, and did have a little bit of, there's a chance of snow, I guess. A little bit of a sunny, colorful morning. I could see this being covered with ferns in a couple weeks. Ferns, fiddleheads. Yeah, I don't think there are any fiddleheads yet. No, we're skirting around the peak, probably right around the other side of this. I can't remember. I hiked this many years ago, and I can't remember this trail. I remember a lower trail that went way down low and kind of swampy and wet in some places. It was probably 25 years ago. Anyway, years gone by, still walking on the same trails. There's a metaphor there too. Maybe today's just about epiphanies. Oh, the wind. I'm sorry about the volume. All right, I'm gonna shut it off for now. I gotta use both hands.